Alright, so we're back working on this thing. I gotta take these sending and receiving lines off because somebody forgot to put the O-rings in. So we're gonna make sure those go in. Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Come here. Hi, doggo. How are you? Say hi. Yeah, so we gotta get that done. Guys, I cannot tell you how much I hate these stupid smart battery chargers. Absolute garbage. Junk. It's like everything nowadays. Here's the thing, everybody makes a big deal about, oh, you gotta unhook the battery before you weld on a vehicle, meh. Alright? That's not true, okay? That's not true. Same on heavy equipment. Not true. I weld on the bumpers of these trucks damn near every day. And this truck. Almost every day. No issues. I weld on other people's heavy equipment and trucks. Don't disconnect the batteries. No issues. It's an old myth. It's an old legend. Can it happen? Probably, yes. But people over-exaggerate shit all the time on the internet, and it pisses me off. Custom added from Ford. So later on, when you got to go weld on your truck, you got a nice little ground clamp right there, or a spot to ground to. One. I had to ground it over here, guys. I wanted to really kind of show off, but it just wasn't gonna let me. Now that we've fried the ECM and this truck won't start anymore and it just cost the customer thousands of dollars, let's start it up. Okay, now it's time to add some fluid and hopefully we got no leaks. I think I tightened everything up. I know I got these bolts over here tight. We got them all welded up. Good enough for who it's for. It's perfect. Hold on. Alright. I guess we kind of just dump this stuff in and I don't know. It's supposed to have a level on a stick, but I think it's going to take more than one of these things. I should probably stop and check. Yeah, we've got plenty to go. Okay, guys, so we got it to where it's supposed to be on the dipstick. I got my MAF sensor plugged back in. We're just gonna gotta start it, see if we can move the thing, you know, the steering pump. Make sure nothing leaks before I road test it. I'm gonna put it in the engine start. See if this starts. We'll see. There we go. Look at that. Oh no, I Ruined it by welding on it without disconnecting batteries. Ooh. Yeah. Ha ha! She loves that right out of the gate, especially on a brisk, frosty morning. Oh yeah. Can ruin the ECM. Now I'm gonna have to drive this thing around to be able to get this thing to actually pump fluid. You can hear the pump. Let's see. Yeah. Alrighty, I got that bracket bolted down. There's just 3 bolts, one there, and one up there by the radiator. I think this guy just kind of goes in there, and then you got to put those little feet down in those rubber things. We'll blow this thing out, because why not? Might as well while we're here. It's at least somewhat clean. We'll drop it back in there. This is a, I think this is a, I wonder if this is a Fram. It's orange. I don't know. Junk. Fits the junk truck very well. All right. Gauges are looking good. I'm gonna make a turn. I got my window down. I'm gonna do a 3-point turn here at this intersection. I went to this stop sign and back once already to get the fluid down to the pump and through the hoses and everything. It was still whining a little bit. I just stopped by the laydown yard and put another quart in it, and it's quiet now, so I'm assuming it's about where it should be. We'll stop and check it here in a minute. But now the engine's warm now. Everything is mighty fine. Alrighty, well, the steering is a little bit loose, but that's okay. It was loose before. It's running, it's driving, it produces heat, it doesn't overheat, and it starts. So, I mean, that's good enough for me. Oh, it does stop too. It stops really good, actually. Well, there you go. There's another truck up and running, at least. Like to check. Make sure we're not leaking anything. It looks good. You can see our connections right there. Not leaking anything. That's awesome. That's really awesome. All right. Well, there you go. I gotta put this stuff away. All right, we got oil. I just threw some gas in it. We're gonna fire up this old Predator here for the first time. Let's see, start, gas on. All right, and then we're gonna see if I hooked everything up right. happens with every new engine. It's got oil and stuff baked onto that. But plus, when I put it on, everything was covered in oil. So that's just the exhaust that's heating up that oil in there. But yeah, all right, awesome. So that works now. Next up on the list, while I have this trailer open, I'd like to get my next project put in here. It has to do with this that I just got done painting last year sometime. I'm going to build a skid, a welding skid for that orange rigid gang box and that thing to go on, and one of those sets of smaller tanks. I think the 125s, or the S size, whatever that is, paired with the oxygen. Yeah, and that way, this welding skid will be mainly just for like steel. It'll have the oxy cutting capabilities, acetylene cutting capabilities, and that machine will go on it for wire feeder, and this will be the main stick welder on it, and it'll all just kind of be a little nice quick response light welding skid that if we need to, we can fly up on a building or put it on top of a grain tower if we need to, grain storage tower, all kinds of stuff. So yeah. All right, well, this is my idea of how I'm going to build my welding skid, the smaller light duty welding skid. This is going to be the first welding skid I've ever built, believe it or not. I've only ever ran trucks, so this is going to be kind of new territory for me. I'd like to see your guys' ideas down in the comments, but I guess you could call it I-beam, but it's really just a modular home frame is what it is. So I got this, a buddy gave it to me. Poor bastard's house burnt down, and he contacted me. He's like, hey, do you want any of this steel? I was like, hell yeah, come and grab it. And yeah, now it's mine. So I've got a whole pile of it, as you guys have seen. So figured I would make something out of it, and I think a welding skid would be great use for this because you can still get your forks under there to scoop it up. So not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet and how I'm going to fasten down this stuff. I'd like to keep this thing on the wheel kit and just put my bottles right here, make it as tight and compact as possible. Alright guys, I am in my coveralls again. Just got back from town. We're gonna go get some firewood. Well, try to. Alright, I think we're ready to go get some logs. Alright guys, we got 2 chainsaws, my chaps, my hand tools, my hard hat, fuel and bar oil. So, let's go get some logs, yeah? We're gonna drive about probably 35 minutes from here. And I got a buddy, he works for the DOT, or the people in charge of the roads, actually maintaining the roads. And he let me on a little lead where they dump a lot of their firewood. Well, they just cleared out a right of way, so I'm gonna go out and snag me some of that wood and split it up, burn it for the summer, maybe give it to some friends. Alright, here we are on the side of a highway. Looks like we got some decent sized ones. Shoo! Some of these I might not be able to pick up, but that's alright. We'll figure it out. There's some telephone poles. Cool. Alright. All manageable. I mean, minus that. Some of this stuff might have to be cut a couple times, but it's alright. I got my log jack right under there. There's that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these saws fired up. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that flat tire right there. It's kind of, you know, hanging on, but it's all right. We're gonna load up all the stuff I cut. It's gonna get dark here soon, and we can always be back for these guys. I doubt anybody's gonna touch those. It's smaller stuff usually people go after. That's kind of what I focused my attention on today. We're gonna get all this loaded up and hopefully not squat her down too bad. Okay, well, with the current situation of my tire, that's probably all I'm gonna put in there for today. So we can always come back and grab the rest of this. Should be one more load, but yeah. But that's what I'm gonna haul today, just to get started. Just to at least test out the log splitter, make sure everything works good. Fucking on. I think you gotta go ask them. Well, I guess the air compressor is broken, is what I'm told. So, I guess we'll go to another gas station and see if we can get some air. Alright, well, you pay $1.75 for 3.5 minutes of the world's slowest, most piece of shit air compressor. That's what $1.75 will get you. You know what? We're gonna run with it. It's a lot better than what it was. So, that's probably the most expensive air and the longest time I've spent probably airing up a tire. Oh, okay. Well, it's back on the road, I guess.